So we are going to start by proving that alternate angles are equal. So alternate angles means that they're inside the parallel lines and they're on alternate sides of the transversal. So angle 1 and angle 7 would be alternate angles. And we want to prove that they are equal to each other. So we have a statement saying that angle 1 has to be equal to angle 3. What reason do I have that these two angles have to be equal to each other? Looking at the 3 from above, the 1, 2, and 3, which one corresponds to that? Carissa? Yeah. So the reason is they're vertically opposite. So angle 1 is equal to angle 3. The next statement that I have is that angle 3 is equal to angle 7. What reason do I have that angle 3 is equal to angle 7? What's the relationship between 3 and 7?
Parallel.
The lines are parallel, but how does that correspond to my angles? What kind of angles did I create? Say it louder, Talia. Corresponding. So from there, I can then conclude that angle 1 has to be equal to angle 7. Because if angle 1 equals angle 3, and angle 3 equals angle 7, both angles equal angle 3. We call it the transitive property. So the transitive property means that if they both equal the same thing, then these two have to equal each other. So because 1 and 7 both equal angle 3, angle 1 and angle 7 have to be equal to each other. So we've proven now that alternate angles are equal. And we've proven it for every case because I haven't used a number. I haven't said when this angle is 65 degrees, this angle is 65 degrees. I could do the same thing with 4 and, not 4 and 8, with 2 and 8, with obtuse angles. So I didn't have to just pick the acute ones. I could have picked 2 and 8, and I could have gone through the same process to prove that those two alternate angles were equal as well. So the last thing that we're going to do before you guys have practice questions is we're going to prove that co-interior angles are supplementary. So yesterday we showed they were supplementary by physically measuring the angles. Today we're going to do deductive reasoning to show that they are equal to each other. So what we want to prove is that angle 1 plus angle 4 equals 180 degrees. So to start off with, I have that angle 1 and angle 2 equals 180. Why? Why do these two angles equal 180 degrees when I add them together? So look back on those 3 statements that were at before the first proof. Which fact do I have?
Angles on the side of the straight line.
So the reason is they are supplementary angles. So I know these two angles add up to 180 degrees. The next statement that I have is that angle 2 has to be equal to angle 4. Why are these two angles equal to each other? What property? So what kind of angles are these? Corresponding means they'd have to be on the same side of the transversal. These are on alternate sides, so they are not vertically opposite. Just the last proof that we did, what did we prove? We proved that alternate angles, that's what we have here, right? We proved that, or these two are alternate angles because they're on alternate sides of the transversal. And in the last proof, we showed that alternate angles are equal to each other. So that becomes another fact. So I now have that angle 2 equals angle 4 because they're alternate. And what I have here is if angle 2 equals angle 4, if I substituted that into the above statement, I would get that 1 and 4 equals 180 degrees. And the reason is if angle 2 equals angle 4, I can use substitution. So I can substitute angle 4 in for angle 2. So we have proven that co-interior angles are supplementary. So in addition to the 3 facts that were on the previous page, angles are supplementary, add up to 180 degrees. Vertically opposite angles are equal to each other. Corresponding angles are equal to each other. We have 2 more facts, and the 2 more facts are that alternate angles in parallel lines are equal to each other, and co-interior angles within parallel lines add up to 180 degrees. Those are facts. We can then use those facts for our proofs. So what I would like you to work on for questions is questions 2, 3, 4, 5, and 7.